As the governor, I've really prioritized the use of data in terms of improving education because it gives us such important information. We're all about doing whatever we can to accelerate student achievement. And understanding the data about how our students are performing is obviously central to that. And so we want to make sure that this is not just about the policy. It's not just something that we talk about in speeches, but it's something that's used at the district level, at the principal level, and at the classroom level. You can't just lay this out there and say, we're going to do a better job of data. We're going to have a great longitudinal data system. That's not what this is about. Why? Why is that important, and how are you going to make it happen?
Our job, in essence, here at the state level is to empower people to use data. And so one of those steps is to put systems and structures in place that allows our educators to use all the rich data that they now have access to.
The key enabler for Delaware, once we decided that the use of data was important, was to really get the buy-in from all the stakeholders. Well, the only way you could do that is if everybody understood why this was in the best interest of the children. Otherwise, it's just a bunch of talk. And so when we gave our teachers not only access to the data, but these professional learning communities where they can sit down with their peers to really drill into what the data is telling them about student performance. When it gives them that good information, when we give them the time that they need to analyze the information and to figure out what they do with it, then it becomes real to the students, it becomes real to the teachers.
A couple of years ago, as part of our Race to the Top grant, all of our districts committed to providing 90 minutes of collaborative time to their teachers based on student data. So right now, all across the state, every single week, educators have 90 minutes collaborating with their peers in their schools.
One of the most beneficial tools we give isn't a specific tool at all, but it is the time allotted for professional learning communities. The fact that we now have that dedicated time to sit down and study that data, I think, has been invaluable. It has been the piece that has made everything else possible.
I once met with another group of teachers who were teaching their students to add fractions with different denominators. The data was telling them their kids weren't catching on as quickly as some students in a nearby school. This is all very transparent. So that gave them the idea of reaching out to the teachers in the nearby school, serving a similar population of kids, to find out what kind of approach they were using, what worksheets they were using, that kind of thing. And so it's really very exciting when you see this translated to the student-by-student level. When real teachers see how powerful the use of data can be, then it's likely to spread. If it's only important to you as governor, if it's only important to your policy advisor on education, if it's only important to the Secretary of Education, it's not going to work, because that's not what this is about. This is about it being helpful for everybody in the system.